Good Friday morning, Facebook land. This may be something that you guys want to play around with a little bit this weekend when you've got a little time to fool with your mules, and that is negotiating obstacles. Why would we want our mules to do this? What's the deal? Well, like all the other training we do, this is about control of the feet. It's about asking your mule to do something that he wouldn't naturally do on his own and having them willingly go do what you're asking. It's also quite handy if you get in the mountains and the rocks and have to negotiate some really tough terrain. It's really good to have this in your hip pocket. It can sure get you out of a bind. But it's important when we start this process that we do not assume these mules know what we're asking. We have to literally break it down to the smallest step and literally show them, demonstrate to them what we're asking them to do. You can't just ride them up to something like these tires or a rock or whatever and expect them to put their feet on it. You have to show them what you're asking them to do. And by showing them, I mean that quite literally. We're going to take this rope and put it on this mule's front foot. I'm going to tie a bowline around his leg, primarily so I know it'll easily come off. I'm going to ask him to pick that foot up and come forward. Now, here's a big issue that you'll run into when you start asking your mules to negotiate obstacles like this. Invariably, all of them in the beginning, if these are their front feet, they want to come stand right next to the obstacle with their feet and legs literally against the obstacle. Well, that prevents them from being able to pick their foot up and put it on the obstacle. So they need to stop about a foot and a half. I'm going to see if I can get him to come up a half a step. There we go. They need to stop about that far away from the obstacle so that they have no interference when they go to pick their foot up to put it on. And we'll see if we can get him to put his foot up here. Now, once you pick that foot up, the mule doesn't get it back. He anticipated a little bit and wanted to come forward, so we'll back him up, start over. But once you pick that foot up, you don't want them. You don't give the foot back. Whoa. Now he's wanting to go forward and go on over this, but I need to slow him down so we can demonstrate to you guys a little bit. Now, once I've got him up there and he knows what picking that foot up is about, then we can ask him to go on up even further. Whoa. I want to take his rope off his foot, and we'll ask him to go on up in this other tire after he finishes his business. Whoa. Well, he kind of lost his balance. This guy's pretty handy at this. He knows about it, and you know, all of your mules are way more athletic than we give them credit for. Don't ever sell your mule short on their athletic ability. And it doesn't really matter what size they are. All of them can do this stuff. We don't ask them, usually don't ask near enough of them. But once they realize what you're asking, they realize that they can do it. It's no issue, it's no problem, they're not going to get hurt. They're more than willing to do this kind of stuff. Whoa. So, once again, guys, have fun with your mules this weekend. Put them on a tire, put them on a rock, a trailer works, anything. Ask them to do something with their feet that they're not going to do naturally. That's just a better way to another way to demonstrate control of their feet. See y'all Monday. Have a good weekend.